Matt!
I don't know. Do you know what I've got in my head?
What?
Island boy.
Island boy. We should start singing that. Might get more famous on YouTube. Oh, I'm just gonna go hatless. Look mental. It's fine.
Where did you take your guitar?
I don't matter. Probably in the cupboard. Island boys. What? Sing then.
Huh?
I'm meant to sing.
No, the lyrics.
That is the lyric. Island boy.
I'm an island boy.
That's it. We're on the YouTube famous now. Right.
Oh,
Ready?
Hi everyone. Welcome to Meatball Mayhem. You alright?
I'm ready. I'm ready. That's not good.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Meatball Mayhem.
Oh, you're so annoyed now. Shut up. Right, go.
Ready? Right.
I'm ready.
Hi everyone, welcome to Meatball Mayhem. This is our channel all about board games.
And more board games.
Why are you doing that? Why are you putting your hand over your face?
Right, come on!
That was it, wasn't it?
No!
Oh, I got
Take
that.
40.
Stop putting your hand over your face.
I was just itching my nose.
No, you wasn't. You was holding the laugh.
I'm not. Go. What are you doing? Go.
You're sitting there.
Oh, she's dying now.
Right. Hi everyone, welcome to Meatball Mayhem. This is our channel all about board games.
And more board games.
In today's video, we are going to do our top, or we're going to continue with our top 50, and we are doing numbers 20 to 11.
We're in the big boy numbers now.
Yes, it's getting good now.
Yep, let's see what trash you have.
It's getting good. I think everything that used to be in my top 10 is now in my
Slowly
top 11
slipped
to
into
20.
top 11 to 20.
Yeah.
Right, gonna go first again as usual?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't know our lists, as per usual to our channel. We
Yeah.
don't have a clue what each other's put in our lists, which has been a shock most of the time.
Yeah. So my number 20 is Guilds of Merchant Explorer.
Okay.
Is that the
Wow,
how you say
okay.
it?
Yeah, that was on mine at 31.
Yeah, so we played a game in our board game cafe and brought it with the children called Blue Lagoon, and I used to really love that game. I still do love the game,
Yeah.
but Guilds of Merchant Explorer is like that but more advanced.
Yeah, like an adult version
Yeah.
of that. Blue Lagoon's like a kids game by Blue Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, good work, George. Basically, you get these cool little individual maps. There's a ton of maps included in the box, and then you draw these cards, you shuffle these cards, you draw them out every round, and these tell you what movement you can do. And basically you're exploring these maps with cubes, you're trying to sort of fill areas and build more villages, you're trying to collect gold, you're trying to sort of go as far out as you can because there's these towers that score a load of points. You're trying to meet two trading points together so you can time the scores together, and just loads of different little ways. And each round you add another card to this draw pile. And they are basically personal cards. Each player draws their own little personal movement card, and these are like really, really powerful. And then you get to draw them, and you never know what order it's going to come out, so it can be frustrating. It's like a real puzzle trying to work out. I need to cross the sea really badly, but the water won't come out, so I can't cross there. And it's a really tight game.
It's a really tight game, so when the cards don't work in your favour, it can get really annoying.
Yeah, but in a good way, not in like a bad way.
Not
like
in a bad
it's a puzzle.
It's just frustrating.
It's a working the puzzle out. You want to sort of work out what I'm going to do next, then, so I can continue on. And it's just a really, really solid game. Another quick, I'd say, half hour, 40-minute game.
Yeah, it's not.
It's pretty easy to teach. And solid game.
Yeah, really enjoy that game.
You're number 20, yeah?
That was my number 20.
I think you're going to be shocked by this.
Okay.
My number 20 is Pagan, Fate of Roanoke.
Wow, okay.
This is the biggest two-player game we own by far. It's a good hour and a half game, and obviously most two-player games are relatively short, like two-player only game. This is a cool... you play a witch hunter and a witch, and there's a set of villagers in the middle. The witch on her turn will find out who the real witch is out of the villagers, and then the witch hunters game is to try and kill that witch before the end of the game, or before the witch makes her do like a magic spell.
Yeah.
You're playing cards and you're just battling back and forth, and you're trying to bluff and trick each other into going for the wrong people. Yeah, just a really, really fun, back and forth, tense, solid game.
Yeah.
Some really cool artwork, and yeah, we really enjoyed it. So like I said, it's definitely our biggest 2-player only game we own.
Yeah.
Yeah, just really, really good.
If you play it right, then it can last quite a while.
Oh wow, yeah, good couple of hours if you play it right. If you're good.
Yeah, if you're good.
If one of you is rubbish and bluffing, then it's
Why are you pointing in my direction? I think I beat you the both times we played that game.
No, I should have. Remember last time I should have beat you.
You should have, but you didn't.
Yeah, but I made a mistake.
Well, that's your fault for making an error.
Twice in a row, the same mistake.
If you say not good and point me and you made a mistake, that means that you're not good at the game.
No, so I would have beat you twice, but I made the same mistake on consequence.
And whose fault is that? Whose fault is that?
Mine.
Your own, yeah. So I'm not the one that's bad at the game. Jason is bad at the game.
But it's a good game.
It's a good game.
That's my number 20.
Okay. And my number 19 is Lords of Waterdeep.
What?
That's good, 19.
This was like your number 3.
I did just say in the intro that my top 10 list has gone to my top 11 to 20.
Okay.
So this used to be in my top 10,
Wow.
but it has been.
That shocked me because that is a favourite of yours, like a real favourite of yours.
It is a favourite. I think
this game is like the best entry worker placement game, and it is still fun, even though it's so simple. It's literally place a worker, pick up a cube, basically, and then that is all the game consists of.
Pick up the cubes to complete a quest. You complete the quest, get the victory.
That's it, and it's so fun. It's almost like a race game because you're literally just sort of. That's what you're doing, just picking up cubes, but it's more like a battle, a race, trying to get them out, and trying to beat people around.
Yeah,
it's
you're trying to like pick up the quests that give you the highest victory points. And
you don't want to do that. Some of them are massive, so you don't want to.
But then at the start of the game, you get your own like Waterdeep card, which gives you bonuses on
certain types of quests. So you're trying to only get them.
So, yeah.
People can always get in your way. It's got that worker placement bit where only one person goes to a store, which can be annoying. It can make you waste, like, you need to wait a whole new turn to get that now. Yeah. There's some cool little
buildings that you can build.
Buildings you can build to add more spaces to go on. Then there's cards you can play to attack each other, like direct attack cards, which are really cool.
Yeah.
I've played the game about 400 times and I cannot remember what the cards are called. Intrigue cards. Yeah, just a solid game. Such a good game. The theme is rubbish. It's not for me. I love the theme because I've read all the books in that universe and I'm a fan of sort of Dungeons and Dragons. But so most people, I imagine, would look at it and go like, nah.
Yeah. So our
the box is brown.
I was trying to recommend to our friend that's just getting into board games because it is the best like beginner worker placement that we know of. And I was trying to say like this would be the perfect game for you, but showing the box like
she was like, nah.
She wants cute animals. She doesn't want.
What's Everdell?
Whatever the Lords of Waterdeep that are on the front of that box. Yeah, it's such a good game to play. I really enjoy it every single time. Yeah, so that's why it's my number 19. Yeah.
My number 19 we played last night.
What did we play last night? Champions of Midgard?
No. Valley of the Kings.
Okay, we did play Champions of Midgard.
Yeah, we did, but that was on my list already, if you remembered.
No, I didn't remember.
Well, Valley of the Kings is a deck builder and it's set with this awesome like Egyptian art and it has loads of facts about all the Egyptian art and basically it's a set collection deck builder and there's like a little pyramid in the middle, funny enough. And you can only buy cards from the bottom, but you can mess about with the pyramid and move cards around. And every time one is bought, one slips down. And you're basically collecting sets. So there'd be like sets of statues, sets of sarcophagi, sets of books you were collecting, but then they progressively get more expensive. Also, all of your cards have sort of powers, so you can mess about with stuff, and some let you in. And you score nothing for just the cards in your deck. You have to entomb stuff. So obviously, when you're buying these really good cards, they give you a lot of money to buy other cards and give you cool powers, but then they're worth nothing if you don't entomb them. So you're trying to entomb them, but not too late because once the deck runs out, then you're busted and. Yeah, it's such a good game, and even now, trying to get that balance right of when I should sort of start entombing stuff now, it's such a fun. I love that mechanic when you sort of trying to race against.
I always seem to entomb mine way too early, and then when it gets to like the really expensive cards come out, I've only got 4 cards in my deck, and I just can't afford them. So it's
it's a really good balance, and we've got the premium edition. The normal little editions come in like little tiny boxes like this big. You can literally take them anywhere, which would be awesome, which we can't seem to get hold of. But we've got the big premium edition and have like massive cards, and we have all of the sets. Because I think there's 3 games, and we've got all of them in one big box.
Yeah.
But, yeah, such a solid deck builder, such a good game.
Yeah, really good game. I enjoy that.
That was my number 19.
Okay, my number 18 is Tyrants of the Underdark.
I can't. Not Tyrants. Not Tyrants.
Tyrants.
What is in your top 10?
You will
Because
see.
Burgundy's gone?
I promise you.
Tyrants is gone?
You will understand.
I won't, because Tyrants isn't in it.
You will. When you see my top 10, you will understand why this all got dropped.
No, I won't.
You will.
Because Tyrants doesn't deserve to be dropped.
Oh, it has.
Ah,
You will understand
disgraceful. Go on.
when you see it.
Explain Tyrants.
I'm no good at explaining. This is why you did it.
I got told off for not to let you talk. Tyrants of Dundalk is a deck building area control game. Why are you laughing, man? I got told off. Talk about some random person on YouTube.
The reason why Jason does all of the explanation of the game.
Because she was rubbish.
I'm so bad at
If I just put her on the channel, no one would watch it. We'd lose our subscribers. You'd just be sitting there going, yeah, I don't really remember that game.
Oh,
well,
God.
Tyrants is a deck building area control. Again, the theming is set in the...
Dungeons and Dragons.
It's set in Dungeons and Dragons, but it's set in specifically the Driz world. So to me, I've read these books. So for me, this game was a hit straight away. I was like, well, but it's amazing. It's a really good game. The board drops, it expands in size, which is really good. So when you play 2-player, you only play with the centre of the board, so it keeps it tight. And yeah, you're basically trying to build your deck so you can sort of lay troops, assassinate troops, and sort of just control areas. And you get bonuses. You've got little spy tokens you can just chuck out to other areas. And some of the cards, each deck comes with, I think the box comes with 8 half decks, and you play with 2 half decks for each game. And we've played with a few now, and they're so different and they're so fun. Some of them are really like attacking other people. Some of them are just really good for like combos, like you make sure you can do this and you can mix up all of these. Yeah, just really, really solid game.
I think it was one of the first like deck building games that
we ever got.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favourites. I really
we've played this at 2, 3 and 4.
Yeah.
I least enjoyed it at 4.
Yeah.
I most enjoyed it at 3. But I love it at 2. Like I could play it at 2 all the time. But we had an epic game at 3 with it at that time.
We did,
I played it at 4, it was too busy for me.
I liked playing it 4, but that's just because I like to have the whole
I thought it was just too busy. I
thought
it was too much, it was too busy, and I don't know, I didn't enjoy it as much as 3 and 2. 2 and 3 I really ended like the sweet spots for me.
Yeah. But
4 was a little bit too much. But no, yeah, solid game. It definitely doesn't deserve to be out of your top 10. It's disgraceful, really. I'm upset by that one.
Okay. Sorry I upset you.
That was number 18.
That was number 18.
My number 18 is Boon Lake.
Okay.
Yeah, I love this game. We've only played it once and I really, really enjoyed it. It was something completely different to anything we've played before. I don't remember any other game that I couldn't. When I played it, I wasn't thinking this was like anything.
No.
No, it's really cool. Basically, you're going down this river, and basically your board has got loads of houses and cows and stuff, and you're trying to get this stuff off to earn victory points. And you can lay in cards as well to earn victory points. And it's just super fun. Every little space on the river gives you bonuses. And there's like cool adjacency rules for the way you have to build houses and lay houses. It was relatively heavy, wasn't it? It was quite a... You don't remember any of it,
I do remember it. I remember it.
This was in your list, I think. I was shocked it was in your list.
Where was that?
Yeah, Boon Lake was just a really, really solid game. It's by the guy who made Great Western Trail, so I'm excited to play that. We've never actually played that game, which is a shock, because we've played most other games.
Great Western Trail?
Yeah.
That is on our shelf, a shame, isn't it? We do have that.
It
was number 42 in my list. I did enjoy that game.
Yeah, we would have played it a few more times, but yeah, I loved it instantly. I thought it was a really, really fun game. It was really tight as well. Like, it was really, really close.
Yeah.
It was just really, really fun. Yeah, really, really enjoyed it. Like I said, really about 400 times then.
And that was your really?
18, that was.
That was your number 18. Okay, my number 17 is Valley of the Kings.
Oh,
so not far off yours.
Yeah, solid deck builder. If you want just a deck builder, solid deck builder, it's the one. It's really good, especially if you can get hold of little boxes for travel. amazing.
Yeah.
We played with your sister. She loved it. She really enjoyed it. Actually, she said she really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And so we borrowed the little copy
We had to
from our
borrow the
local
little copy
cafe.
from our local board game cafe to take away with us.
Also, the
one day.
entombing thing, quickly shooting back to Tyrants of the Underdark, it has a little bit of that. So,
Yeah.
although you still score for your deck in Tyrants, if you encircle the cards, you get double the points, which is a really cool mechanic.
It's not always double. It just says on the card it will have how much they are if they're in your hand.
Okay, yeah, it's higher, yeah. But
so
yeah, so that's
it can be a lot higher. It can be like it's worth 2, but if you put it in your circle, it's worth like 8 points.
So one of them copies each other.
Yeah.
It's a cool little mechanic, that little bit in Inverted Kings. I love the entombing mechanic. So that was your number 17?
17, yeah.
My number 17 is Lords of Waterdeep.
Okay.
Yeah, I love this game. It's on the light side, which is probably why it's not in my top 10. But if I really, really think about it, I love it every time I play it. It's such a fun, just a simple. We don't have to think. It's just it's literally boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
I think we know it so well now. It's such a. We play this in quickly, in rapid time. We're all just boom, 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 boom. Yeah, really, really good game.
Yeah, really good game. Why are you laughing? And you say to me that's childish.
Right, ignore me. That's it.
What I was thinking. Right, grow up.
My number 16
Yeah.
is Stardew Valley,
Oh, wow.
which is another cooperative game.
We so hate cooperatives and we've got like 7 in our list.
I know, but we never used to like cooperative
These are all
games.
new. These are all new. Last 6 months, all these games.
And I like the theming of Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
It's based on the Switch game.
Yeah, we played this with our daughter and she loves this.
She loves this
like,
game,
loves it. It's a really good fun co-op game. Yeah, you're trying to...
Farm.
Oh,
You're
you are farming.
You're
You just try to complete missions. Every round you've put out your grandpa's missions or granddad's letters. You flip them over and you've got to do 5 of them to beat the game. You don't have a go.
Isn't it that she takes her grandpa's house in the game, doesn't she?
Yeah, in the game, but that's what I mean. The cards are. I think the letters are
missions,
his, basically. The little letters from your grandpa. He wants you to complete these tasks. You've got to try and beat them before the end of the seasons, and each season gives you a buff or like a bad thing. And yeah, you're just trying to farm. You're trying to fish to try and find different treasures. You can build houses. You can go mining and fight monsters. There's like loads of little elements to it. It's just super simple, fun, cute
loads
art.
of different tasks to complete before the end of the game and like the end of the season's trigger. So it's
a
always a race.
Yeah,
and it can be quite tight.
There's different. We've only played the easy mode, but there's different levels where do you know other things you can complete. The charity things.
Charity things.
Yeah, there's one of them where you have to complete them as well. So.
Well, we've played the easy mode and we find it quite tight.
Yeah, I think we lost the first time.
So we're not quite ready yet to progress.
No, but yeah, it's a really, really fun. That's a fun little game, especially if you've got sort of like kids who want to get into a co-op, because you can obviously help them along. It's a really good little family co-op game.
Yeah, and if you have like children that are really into computer games and they like Stardew Valley, it's a good
sort of try to get them into it, get them off the screens, get them off screens.
It's a good one, yeah.
Alright, that was your 16.
That was my 16.
My number 16 is Monsters on Board.
Okay.
I love this game. For some reason, you don't. I don't understand it.
I do love
you
this
keep calling
game.
it a children's game as well, and I'm going to throw it at you if you call it a children's game again.
I do like this game. It's just not in my top 20. It's in my top 50.
I love this game. As soon as I played it, I fell in love with it. It's got loads of little micro mechanisms again and elements, and it's got that puzzle element which I seem to love. And basically, yeah, it's a rip-off from
Hotel
Transylvania, a massive rip-off. But basically, you've got like your own little hotel. You're trying to throw a party, and you've got to collect spook juice. So you send out your little minions into the wild. You've got to scare humans. And there's loads of events. So you're drafting dice, and then you're using the dice colour to move the different coloured minions. And then you're using the dice numbers and the little symbols to sort of draft them into those, like a little puzzle bit where you're trying to do different things. So your end game will say have every column equal 10 or like have certain colours in the orders.
Yeah.
And you're sort of doing this whole puzzle. And it's a really, really hard little like brain burner.
Yeah.
Because you always got to lay your dice in the furthest left slot, so it's a good one.
Yeah, you've got to try, and you're hoping that because the dice they're all rolled and then they get put in your cars and they go round.
So
you all
pick one pass,
so
pick one pass,
that,
pick one pass.
Players that pick before you don't pick the cards.
Yeah, so it can really mess you up.
Yeah,
and then each round you can buy cards which give you more end game scoring bonuses. Also, it's a really cool mechanic. So in your puzzle, is it 9 long or 12 long dice, and you have 3 of them. But then they've got their own dice, and they start on 1, and you have to keep upping these dice, and that's how many of the slots you can use towards end game scoring. So if you get all of your puzzle right, you can have like 50 points there. But if you haven't upped these dice, you can lose half that score because the dice
so if you
cuts
only
it off.
if it's like, I don't think it's 9 rows.
Is it not 9?
Well, however many rows it is, if you only have your dice still on
6.
1. Yeah, I was thinking 9 is a bit drastic.
9
the board
dice.
isn't like this big. It's
6.
just a little.
The dice goes up to 6.
So
you
like
get
this
6.
size. Yeah, so because the dice are
Yeah.
So if you've got your
9
dice
sided
on
dice.
3, then the 3
You
of them
lose
dice
the end
go,
3,
they'll get
so
taken
you
away,
could lose. But that's a really fun game. It's really bright, really colourful, really like spooky Hotel Transylvania theme.
You also score points if you get your people. They make their way
All
through
the
the
way
village.
to the
If
end.
they get to like the circle, the end of the village, then you get extra points.
You get to times them by the amount of the coloured dice you have on your board. So that's another way. You could get like,
so
if you had loads of green dice and you get a green guy there, you can have a huge score.
Yeah, so it's always worth like looking at the patterns that you're trying to collect.
There's
and
just
getting them
loads of
people.
different elements, loads of different puzzles, and they're all intertwining, and it just does a really good job of it. And it's sort of like a midweight game that's super fun and puzzly. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and that was your number 16.
That was my number 16.
My number 15 is Terraforming Mars.
I can't tell with your shit. Right. Yeah. Compose myself. Terraforming Mars, yeah?
Terraforming Mars.
You not like that recently, no?
Yeah, I do like it.
Terraforming Mars was one of our first heavy games. Probably was it before Bros? Yeah.
Yeah.
Terraforming Mars was our first ever heavy game, and we fell in love with it. But then it sat on the shelf for a while.
I think when we got like Terraforming Mars stuff, we didn't understand the aspect of heavy, medium games.
No, we just
bought
got it. We
games
just bought games that looked cool.
that
and
looked good, or we read they were good, and we never looked at the level.
We never looked at sort of heavy, medium,
No.
light. We never looked at that. We just got Terraforming Mars and just fell in love with it. We played it for a lot of times. It was like one of our favourite games for ages, and then sort of just sat on the shelf. Obviously, as you get new games,
we got it, and then we didn't have, when we first played it, we didn't have the prelude, so it took a
it took like
lot
5
of
hours.
time,
But then we got the prelude, and we recently got it back out again. We've played it like 2 or 3 times in the last couple of weeks,
And
and
it
the
was a
prelude's
game changer,
a game changer.
Yeah.
Literally, get it. Like, there's no other expansion for any other game that is as important as that one to me.
Yeah.
It just speeds up the game, just gets it rolling way quicker. You don't spend an hour with 1 coin trying to just beg out cards. You just get stuff instantly.
Yeah.
Terraforming Mars is amazing. Yeah, it's an engine building game. The artwork's a bit naff, to be honest with you. It's just pictures of space stuff.
Yeah.
It's alright, but there's 3 tracks. There's oxygen, temperature, and then oceans.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to, once all 3 of them are maxed out, but then there's certain cards you can't lay until a certain temperature or a certain level of oxygen. And they're all intertwined in just a really, really fun engine builder.
Yeah. It's
Love
a good
it.
game.
Really, really good game. Disgraceful at 15, that is really. Absolutely disgraceful. Is that your 15?
That was my number 15.
My number 15 is another space game, and it is the king of polyomino games, Planet Unknown.
And you just said mine is disgraceful for being number 15? Yeah. And you've got that?
Yeah!
No.
What, Terraforming Mars?
Huh?
Is under
How
Planet
have you
Unknown?
got Planet? Yes.
Yeah, behave yourself.
You,
Well, because it's got a
in
spinning lazy suit. You're like a dog. This has got an impressive, oh, look, it spins. That's why you like
in
it.
every single video, you've been like, the best, and it's number 15.
It's a top polyomino game, though. It's my number 1. If you go through my list of polyominoes, it's number 1.
You can't comment. Don't make any more comments.
Planet Unknown is a polyomino tile game. You basically got a planet and you're trying to fill it out with tiles and inhabit it. Basically, trying to terraform it, funny enough. And you've got a lazy Susan, which is why you're so impressed. It's just like a plastic round disc that has the things in. It's pretty good, to be honest with you.
Don't try and downplay it just because you're trying to make an excuse.
No, it's amazing. It's amazing, Lazy Susan. It makes the game, to be fair. And then you've got these tracks. So every time you lay a green tile, you can move your green track up. A water tile, you can move your water tile up. And these all give you bonuses. You can combo these together. There's
you can get meteor.
Yes, certain tiles have meteors on them,
meteors,
and basically you score for every row and column on your planet. But if they've got a meteor, it blocks your whole score.
And you get little trucks.
So yeah, when you get to a certain level, you get your little Mars
off.
rovers out, and then you can move them around because every time you up your score, it says like movement free. I can move my Mars, clear that, which is super fun. And like there's loads of combos, there's loads of other different, you can get powers when you go certain up the white track.
Yeah.
The black track lets you pick up cards which give you special bonuses. There's tons going on. It's just such a good game.
Really
This
fun
is
game.
another game I could get out once a day. I don't know if I'd ever get bored of it.
No.
It's just a real simple fun.
Yeah.
And it changed, like, I love Baron Park. I love the Isle of Cats. I like Polynomial games, but this game to me just wiped them off the table for me.
Yeah,
It was
it's
so
really
it's
fun.
so good. And there's asymmetric powers and different maps. We've only ever played the base about 7 times, so there's so much more we haven't even explored yet.
No.
So yeah, that was my number 15.
Disgraceful that is. My number 14 is Everdell.
Oh, that is sad.
That is sad, isn't it?
I feel like saying like
I feel like
little
I'm
prayer for this because this was your number
betraying
1 for
it.
years. It's like
I'm
your top 3
betraying
for
it.
years.
I never thought it was going to be my number 1, to be fair.
It's your top 3
at
for a
first.
long
And then
time.
it got knocked down because Brass went up there. And
Sad times.
sad times, I know.
Everdale's gone from your list. Oh, your top 10 as well. I never thought about it. I thought it'd be in top 10. If you told me to write your top 10, it'd be in there.
It's not though.
So yeah, Everdale worker placement, really cute art style, really good game, solid worker placement. One of the best, really, worker placements, especially if you want that sort of cutie art style.
Yeah, really
One of
good.
the best, it really is. And that was 14.
That was number 14.
My number 14, it's probably the heaviest game so far we've mentioned in our list. It's Clinic.
Okay. I'm shocked.
You shocked, yeah? We've only played this once. This will go up.
We haven't. We played it twice.
Oh, twice. This will go up. This will go up much higher. No, we've only played it once.
No, we haven't.
We played it at Shuffle once.
And at home.
No, we never played it here in the end. You're drunk. Stop drinking a kid's medicine. Get off the cow pole.
Drunk.
We've only played it once. Do you want to get the app up?
No, I don't trust your dodgy app.
Because you've lost the last 7 games in a row. Anyway, Clinic is basically you're building your own hospital. It has this really cool 3D mechanic. So although the game boards are flat, like your hospital's set on floors and your adjacency can count on different floors because there's certain things you need to lay. So you need to have a storage cupboard next to your surgery thing, which has to be next to another thing. But you can sort of balance it on
You can
on
build
2
the
floors.
top if it's touching.
Yeah, it's just a really cool game. Again, action selection, you sort of choose your like a bit like Tricarian, you choose your little selections in secret and whack it out.
Yeah.
I
I remember really enjoying this game when we played
I loved it, and it was just the theme screams in it. Like you do feel like you're in a hospital. You got every time you get a patient or a new doctor, you got to like try and park the car, which is a puzzle in itself.
Yeah,
the
you
car
got to make sure
parking.
you've got like spaces. For
Yeah,
your
you get
car.
extra bonus points if you put like green areas outside patient rooms. And there's loads
and
of
you
little
can
things.
get like you get special doctors that treat different, like you get different
Colour,
hotel rooms. So
yeah.
it's like the eye clinic and the heart clinic and
Yeah, and
have
then your
to-
doctor's levels, like yellow, white, yellow, red, depends on what level of how sick your patient is,
Yeah.
and you're trying to balance that because they lose each round. They lose a little bit of their
they
skill.
go down in their skill. Yeah.
So it's just a really fun game. We played this on our wedding anniversary for the first time.
Yeah.
We had it, but we'd never played it, and we took it to our board game cafe, and the guy had played it, so he taught it to us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved it, and I think it'll creep into my top 10 over the next few months.
Yeah, that shocks
But
me.
that is my number 14.
Okay, my number 13 is a dog park.
Wow, that is shocking. Yeah, that's above Terraforming Mars. Get out. Get out. Above Terraforming Mars. Dog park.
Yeah, dog park.
Dog park.
I like dog park.
More than Terraforming Mars?
Yeah.
You're off your tits, man. I can't go.
Oh,
fair enough.
God.
Dog park, yeah, go.
Dog Park is a newish game into our collection. And it's we had Parks, and it's very similar to Parks, but
Just a
better.
bit more, yeah.
It's got more to it.
It adds a bidding
But,
mechanic at the start, and just a bit more to it.
Yeah, there's more to it, and you
Dog
basically
themed.
walk your dog. So you've got your dogs in the kennels. You have to bid on your dog cards,
Yeah.
and then
Once you bid on them, you have to then have certain things. So there's like balls, sticks, bones, and
toy.
and you've got to sort of, each dog will require certain things to walk them. You get minus points if you can't walk them. You get points if you can. And
Every
then
time you walk them, you gain a collar.
Yeah.
And then
you go on to the
certain
walking
objective
phase.
cards that give you
for certain types of dogs.
you get
and
more points if you've got like dog types or collars on dogs.
Yeah.
So they're always good to
End
try
game
and walk your
bonuses.
dogs,
Also, every game you shuffle the breeds in a certain order and they go on a chart. So each breed is worth different points, end game points for the person with the most.
Yeah,
and that
we
changes
did
every
do
game.
a review on Dog Park.
Yeah.
The video is up on our YouTube.
Yeah, really solid game. And then once you sort of got your dogs on your leads, then you go to the walking phase, which is literally just parks. You pull a weather card out, you put different stuff, and then you move your people along. The first person to finish gets a little bonus, second gets more, and blah blah. And that's it. And you just rinse and repeat. Yeah, solid game, super light. It's not my top 50. He doesn't deserve. Above Terraforming Mars is madness, if anything. Utter madness. I like the game. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Well, that's the reason why you do your top 50 and I do mine, because we like different games.
Sorry, Mum.
So, yeah, if you want to know more about Dog Park, then you can check out our video. We have
Was
little
that your
clips
13?
You keep interrupting me.
Sorry, are you 13?
Let me speak.
Are you 13?
Yeah. Yeah, you can have a look at that video. We have little clips of us playing it, so you can get to see all the boards and the cards and stuff. But yeah, it's really, I really enjoy that game.
Right, my number 13. Up there. Wonderland's War. I love this. I'm a big fan of quacks, and this is like adult quacks. It's just awesome. It's quacks with an area control and like some stunning components. Probably the best we've got, really. It's just unreal. The components are unreal. The artwork's unreal. It's a really cool Alice theme and just super fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed the game.
You like this game, yeah? We haven't played it enough.
We haven't played it enough.
We haven't played it enough, but I fell in love with it because I love quacks though. I can play quacks every day. I'm a fan of quacks. But yeah, this Wonderland's War is just like a big quacks with an area control element. It's just super fun. It's a big old game. That is the only issue with it. If I have to pick one thing, it's a huge game. Like not lengthwise, but we have a massive table and it takes the whole table up.
Yeah.
Like easily takes the whole table up. It's our biggest game we've got.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's super fun.
Yeah.
Good game. That was my number 13.
My number 12 is Space Station Phoenix.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What's wrong with that then?
What a game. Good game.
It's a good game.
Good game, yeah. This was another...
Don't judge a game by the cover.
Yeah, because the cover's trash. It's like a really orangey gold sort of, I don't know, there's not much on it. A spaceship, and it says Space Station Phoenix. Basically, you're creating your own...
It says what?
I forgot what it was called halfway through that, that's why.
Space Station Phoenix, our child's name.
Not called Space Phoenix.
No, Space Station. You're thinking of two different names
yeah,
there.
Space
Station.
Yeah, it's basically you start off and you get all these different asymmetric space stations.
Right. And I'm the one that's drunk.
I've been drinking a Calpol as well. Yeah, so you get these space stations and they all have their own little sort of starting powers and basically trying to build it out. But the best thing about this game is, so you start the game with 12 spaceships, like cards, and these are your actions that you can take, like in a worker placement type thing. But the only way to get metal to add more to your space station, which is the main way of getting victory points, is to break these ships down for metal. So you're losing actions to try and build thingy. You can also use other people's actions, but they cost you more.
Yeah. And only one person can go on one station. So if you use, like Jason uses mine, and then it blocks me from going.
You can't do it until I do my income phase and you reset everything. But yeah, it's just amazing. The components are really cool. Like it's really fun building. The space station comes in like this little hexagon, then you got to build it out. And there's so many little like mechanism combos on it. So as you build it out, you've got to try and fill it with aliens of certain colours, and they give you bonuses by putting a certain amount of aliens, and you score endgame points based on them, and just it's really fun.
You can also put humans.
Humans are worth thing as well. They're worth those little different combos. There's a little bit of dice rolling to gain water and leaf elements. Yeah. Just really fun game. We played this at 2 a ton of times, and I played this at 4, and it worked at all. Another hidden gem. This is probably, if I was to pick my best hidden gem of this year, it would be Space Station Phoenix. This is an insane game.
The board, when you brought it and said this game, I was like, this looks trash.
To be fair, I didn't even read much about it. I saw it had our daughter's name on it and was like, yes, buy that.
But yeah, the box is not great. But if you look past that, it's really good.
Yeah, it is it's probably my hidden gem of the year.
Yeah.
It is one of the best games I played this year, hidden gem wise, that people don't really talk about.
Yeah.
That was your
number 12.
I love that game. My number 12 is Castle of Burgundy.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, it's a really good game. Did we say in this video or last video?
Last video.
Last video?
Sad, man.
It wasn't even your top this one.
No, it's a good place though where you put it. That's more suited, I think. It was my number 25.
Oh my god. Right, anyway,
Nice.
yeah. In our last video, Charlotte put it disgracefully at 25. Yeah, again, it's like you roll your dice and you're playing out trying to build your little Burgundy kingdom out. But it's like a little puzzle mechanism where you're trying to match up tiles and you're trying to manipulate your dice to get all your moves in one. And it's, yeah, again, one of those tight games where you're sort of like, you don't want to waste any turns. Solid game.
Really fun game. A game that you could play like every day.
Yeah, again,
And
we've got it down now to pretty fast as well. We know it sort of well.
Yeah.
So we've got it down pretty quick.
Another game, ugly cover.
Yeah, it wasn't ugly. But like I said before, we've backed the new one, which looks a lot prettier.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, like I said, it is an ugly cover, but a solid game. One of my favourites.
Yeah.
If my top 10 wasn't so full of amazing games, it would be definitely in this. It is a top quality game. Burgundy was my 12.
Okay, my number 11 is Honey Buzz.
Oh wow, that's sad as well. I'm surprised that's dropped out.
I know. It just didn't make it.
Yeah, that's that shock. That was in your top 10 last year. That was your
Yeah.
favourite. One of your favourites. That is Honey Buzz. We've played it for a while though.
No, but I do want to play that.
Yeah, Honey Buzz is awesome. Honey Buzz again is like another little multi-mechanism. You've got so many things going on. You've got like the puzzle of trying to match your little honeycomb sections together to try and get nectar.
To get gems.
Then you've got your little worker placement bit where you're trying to place it to get your bits that you can add in there.
Yeah.
And then you've got that little other board you're moving your bee around to try and get other nectar.
Yeah.
There's like
Again,
loads of little mini puzzles that are involved.
The nectar pieces in this, they're really
They're
good.
awesome, yeah.
They're really good.
You're going to talk about bath beads again, yeah.
They are like the bath pearls.
And you get little beeples. Your little workers are little beeples.
Yeah.
They're really colourful, fun, and it's a cool little puzzle. I enjoy Honey Buzz. I don't think it's in my top 50, but I enjoy Honey Buzz.
I love Honey Buzz.
Yeah, good game. I'm
Such
shocked
a good
that's dropped
game.
out for you again.
You'll understand when you see my
Right.
top.
My number 11. When I wrote this list, I put it at number 11. It's probably higher now, but it's fine. I'll leave it at number 11 for now. Tricarion.
Okay.
I'd never heard of this game, and you bought it for our wedding anniversary for me, and I fell in love with it. We've played this 3 times, I think, now,
Yeah.
and I love this game. The more and more I play it, the more I learn, and the better I get it, and the more I enjoy it. Every time we played it, I've enjoyed it more and more and more, because I sort of know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's quite a heavy game. You're basically playing dueling magicians, and you're trying to sort of set up tricks and gain resources so you can build these tricks, then take them to the theatre. And the theatre's got a really cool mechanic, because depending on where you put your people and what day, you get bonuses or debuffs, and you put your trick on a certain theatre, but other people can put their tricks on the theatre. So if you play it, you're awarding them victory points because they get to do their trick as well.
Yeah.
But then vice versa, so you're trying to sort of like balance that out. And it's quite a solid worker placement in such where you choose your actions in secret, you lay them out for who you want to send out, and then you all reveal them, and then you can block each other pretty badly because it doesn't work on you just lay there, you can do anything. Basically, each of your little workers has a different number on it. So your magician has 3. I think then your specialist has 2, but then your normal little apprentices only have...
They have like 1 energy, which is like a movement type thing.
Action point, isn't it?
Yeah, and then to go...
The spaces also have action points on them.
Yeah. So depending on who the first player is, if they use their 3 to go to... What's the top place?
The main sort of like bit where you get new magic
where
tricks
you can
money
buy
and
money,
workers.
magic tricks, workers. That always costs 3. So if you're the first player puts their 3 person there,
and you've only got a 1
and
in
you've
one
only
of the
got a
0
1, then
spaces,
you can't go there. But
because
some
only
of
one
the
of the
places
spaces has
plus
3
movement. So you can put your worker in there, your 1 in there, but that particular place will plus 2 to it, so it would make it.
So there's
3.
4 spaces, and I think it goes like 3, 2, 1, 0 maybe. So that, but
3,
then
2, 2, 1.
each round, especially in a 2-player game, 2 of the spaces get taken up anyway by you randomly draw a card.
Yeah.
Just a really solid game. Like worker placement wise, if you want a heavy worker placement game, it's the best one that I've played. Really solid game and cool little theme.
Yeah, it's
the cards are really cool. Doing tricks and
that's what drew me to it when I was researching games to get you. The theming of it made it. I was like, that sounds.
It's
really
not
cool.
easy.
It looks
like
cool.
in Everdell, when you lay a thing, get some resources. I can play cards like this. Boom, boom, boom. Tricarion, like to build your trick, it takes a while.
Yeah.
And then you got level 2 tricks, but to do level 2 tricks, you need to be up on your fame marker.
Yeah.
Plus, you get like a little booklet and tells you all your tricks. And you're trying to sort of work out well, if I get these resources, I can use them for that trick and that bigger trick.
Yeah, because they do. When you perform a trick, you don't lose the
Your
resources, so
yeah.
it's
so
always
you're trying
good
to sort
to
of build and
plan
balance.
ahead,
Yeah, and there's also like a dark alley, and every round like a little tile gets moved into the first place, and that can interfere with stuff or give massive bonuses, because it messed you last game and gave me a massive bonus. But you can also manipulate that. So if you go to the dark alley, you can pick up special cards that let you do extra stuff, or you can manipulate that thing and twist which one you want to go in next.
Yeah.
But yeah, solid game. That's my number 11.
Okay, and I've done my 11.
Is that it? What was your number 11?
Honey Bells.
Oh yeah, cool.
So that was our numbers 20 to 11 in our top 50 board games of all time.
Yeah. Our top 10 is next.
Our top 10 is next.
I'm
all
intrigued.
of our other ones are already out on
Yeah.
our YouTube channel, so head over and check them out.
Yeah.
And yeah, keep an eye out for our top 10. Have you got any ideas what mine is?
No, it's ridiculous. When you're putting Dog Park above Terraform Mars, God knows what is in there. Maybe Boggle is probably in number 2 or something. But if I see Monopoly in there, I'm leaving. I'm leaving
It's
the
Christmas
house.
time. Monopoly always comes out
I'm
at
leaving
Christmas.
if I see Monopoly in that list.
But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit the like and subscribe button, and thanks for watching. Bye.
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 Bye.